Iyanla.
And this is Tri-State Finest. Today we're here with the world champion, American record holder, Bowerman winner, co-founder of Rose Gang, Grant Holloway.
What's up, Andy?
How
you doing?
Hey.
So I had the first question. I just wanted to know how your track journey began, like where did it all start, what your biggest inspirations were.
So I started running at a very young age. I want to say like probably 6 or 7, and from there I just kept running. I kept doing dual sports just to get out the house, just like any other parent would do. So I ran track and I played football. Fast forward, got to high school, was pretty decent at football, but then I just decided I wanted to run track.
Flash. Yeah. Now that you know how my eyes be, I'm rocking C's over Nike, but you know me, I'm low key. Don't say a word.
Came to Florida, and yeah, that's all she wrote.
That's tough. I know you have a clothing brand also, the Rose Gang. What inspired that? And what?
So with Rose Gang, it's funny how it all started. So basically, I don't know if you guys realize, but like when people post pictures now, it's all about comments. Like if you in the comment section, you kind of a big deal to that person. Either that person likes you, you got some type of relationship with that person. Whereas as I was coming up, it was always like you leave an actual like whole comment. So like I was getting lazy. So then I was like, okay, the rose is like dope. So I started using the rose. I put the rose on like everybody's picture, and then like soon, I was like, me and my friend, we were kicking it one night, and we were just like, yo, like we should really like push this. So like from there, we kept pushing it, and then from then, like we got the LLC for Rose Gang, we did all that good stuff, and then from then like now we got clothes. Now we're on to like short sleeve shirts. Now we got long sleeve shirts. I just did a poll the other week. People said they want tank tops. Then it went hats. It's all over the place now. So that's how literally like Rose Gang came. It's me and my good friend CJ. I think he goes by like Chad Martinez or something like that. I don't call him by his real name though.
Yeah, that's very inspirational that you can make something so big at such a young age. What does track and field mean to you?
It's it's personally, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's my way out. I know I'm not the smartest.
Flash. Yeah. Now that you know how my eyes be.
I come from a family. My dad was in the military and my mom's a teacher. So I come from like a decent family, not nothing like crazy, like filthy money, but like my family is all about hard work. And so like I just took that statement and I moved it to track and field. And that's really how like it all got started. Like, I mean, if you know me personally, you know that education is not really crazy on me. Like I'm not saying like you need a degree. Like I would love to get a degree, but like I'm not saying like a degree is everything, because there's so many ways out in this world, and just having a degree, that's another way out. But like track and field is my outlet. So like with me having track and field, it's easy for me to be me. It's easy to connect with people and do what I do. So I'm just gonna try to milk this track and field stuff out as long as I can, and then when the time comes, I mean, I'll hang up the shoes, and then I got to find something else to do.
Yeah, I understand that it means a lot to you, but I know track can be fun at times too. So what would be the most fun meet that you ever been to?
It would definitely have to be my first meet as the Florida Gator, which was at Clemson Invitational in 2017. That was my first meet, and then like of course the latest meet I just had at World Championships, not even the final, but like the semifinal round. A semifinal round, I say that just because like I had lost my swagger. I didn't want to say I forgot how to run, but like I just didn't have the confidence that everybody's used to seeing me have. So within that world championship semifinal round, I had like 13 guys all around me, and I put them to shame. Like I beat them like they stole something. So at that moment, I knew like I had my swagger back, and like the finals was just gonna be just go out there, compete, do what you do. And, win, lose, or draw, that you went out there and you tried.
Yeah, that was super tough.
So I'm going to talk about a little bit about your track career. So I know you got first place at the World Championships. But other than that, what do you think is your favorite and your proudest track accomplishment?
Accomplishment definitely would have to be NCAA's outdoor, when me and Dane went at it together. I will only say that just because the media was going against me And like the number one rule I always say is, if you bet against me, you'll go broke. So it was a lot of money being thrown out that day. And only thing, like, I remember the race, of course, and everything. But like, I remember walking through the press zone, and I didn't want to do an interview with nobody. And I just decided to be petty, and I was just like, eat your words, and I kept moving.
Last 3 hurdles, and Holloway holds them off.
Sauced up.
It ain't about the time.
So touching a little bit back on the World Championship, and what was that experience like, and what did you take away and learn from that experience on that day?
I would just say experience was an experience. That was my first World Championship team. That was my first international, or my second international meet. But like, just having the Team USA on your chest, that was the first time I ever got to do it. Any other team, I was always one short. Or like, if they had to take the top 2, I got 3rd. They had to take the top 3, I got 4th. And I had to deal with that for about 5 years of my life, not making a USA team. So like, everybody would say like, oh, he's really good, but like, he can't go into the later half of the season. So I had to deal with that for so long. But then, this year it came out well. I got 2nd at USA trials, and then I won World. So like, I would just say it was big in the sense that I was finally able to get the USA on my chest.
When you won Worlds, did you see the guy cut off the other person in the lane, and what was going through your mind, and were they talking about rerunning, or what was happening?
So I'll tell you, from my point of view, I didn't see nothing happen. From my point of view, I saw nothing. As I crossed the finish line, as I ran an extra 125 meters, I looked at the camera and they were showing the replay. So I was like, oh snap. So I mean, it sucks in that sense. They were talking about a rerun, but if that was the case, they would have had a whole bunch of other problems on their hand, just because nobody wants to do a rerun, because then they have to wait to the end of the meet to do all that, and then you're in Doha for another week training and trying to figure out stuff. So me personally, I think they did the right thing by giving Ortega the bronze medal. I think that's just the nature of that sport. People clash arms, people fall. It's the luck of the draw. So the main thing is, the rule of thumb is, if you get out in front, nobody's gonna fall in your lane.
And I know you went pro recently. I think it was last year, 2019 and 2019. What was the biggest training difference from going from pro and college?
Just a little bit more free time. So instead of training for relays and long jump and then 4x1, 4x4, it's just hurdles. So I mean, I would start practice. If I was still in college, I would start practice around 12, and I wouldn't leave till 2:33. But now, like, I'll start practice at 11, and then I'm done by 1. So like, it gets so much more free time, and you get more time to focus in on yourself and that one event versus 3 or 4 others.
So I'm going to ask some questions about like your future. So I know that you have a huge like inspiration and impact like on the community. So how do you kind of feel that you influence a lot of the younger youth?
I think I influence them just by leading by example. I mean, personally, I think if you know me, I'm very outgoing, very social, love to talk. But when it comes to the track, I don't try to post too much stuff on social media. I just let my legs do the talking, and then, when they see me in person, regardless if they see me run 100 times or if they see me run the first time, I want that experience to be like, wow, like, all right, this man's really on his stuff and he's really taking care of business.
So what kind of advice would you give to like a novice athlete?
I would say if that was the case, definitely follow your dreams. I mean, it's been plenty of people saying that I wouldn't do big things on the world stage, and look, I'm 22 years old and I knocked it all out. So I mean, the thing is, if you got a dream, follow it. I know this is very cliche because everybody says the same thing, but it is true. It's like, if you really do have a dream of being a lawyer or doctor, professional runner, boxer, I mean, the astronaut, the list can go on and on and on. But like, if you got a dream, stick with it and don't let nobody, tell you otherwise. Just continue to stick with your dream, continue to have fun, continue to work at it, because without work, you're not gonna be able to get to your dream.
So that kind of leads into like my next question. What kind of motivates you every day to get up and keep continuing to go after this dream that you have?
Oh, that's really funny you just say that, because I had kind of lost motivation because we didn't know what was going on with overseas meet. So it's been about 6 weeks now. I've been training for no reason. But now, like, you finally get a schedule. You finally get to see, okay, my first meet's August 14th in Monaco. So it's like, okay, now I have a why to wake up. I have a source of energy to get me out of bed, and something to push me through the day. But like before, I didn't have nothing, so I was just doing this just off of the base of my heart. And I mean, like, if you don't have a why, it's kind of hard. But like, as soon as you figure out your why and like what you want to do, it makes it 10 times easy.
All right, we're gonna go into our next segment. Questions are like funny and like super easy questions.
Oh Lord.
What was your first celebrity crush?
Pass.
All right, well.
What's your
I'm
go-to
still
warm
thinking
up?
about it. I don't know. Let's say Beyonce. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Beyonce word.
What's your go-to warm up song?
Go-to warm-up song, My Man by Currency.
Okay. Do you have any unusual talents?
Unusual what?
Talents.
Do I?
I don't know. You?
I would say I play the game. I'm a professional gamer as my side hustle. I think that's unusual.
What's your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's the best one.
French toast, pretty good too.
Who's your favorite musical artist?
Currency. Hot
Okay.
spitter.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Video game, money, and my dog, Hal.
What's a weird food combo you like?
That's a good one. I don't know. I just don't know that right there.
What's your favorite Disney show, or was your favorite Disney show?
Favorite Disney Channel?
Disney Channel show, like.
Oh, favorite show. I was about to say there's only one Disney Channel. Wasn't iCarly on Disney Channel?
No, that was Nick.
Oh, Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Nancy's Classified School Survivor Guide. What was that? Disney?
That was Nickelodeon.
Y'all should switch that question to Nick. I don't know nothing about Disney.
Wow.
I tried, Jan. I tried.
Okay, what's your most embarrassing track moment?
When my situation fell out my pants.
He needs some milk.
Dead ass.
All right, we're gonna transition to our next segment. We're gonna play Would You Rather. We got a few questions for that. Would you rather have super strength or super speed?
Speed.
Would you rather have someone see all your photos in your phone or read all your text messages?
You can choose it. I ain't got nothing really. I'll probably say, if I gotta choose, I'll probably say photos because there ain't nothing in there.
Would you rather be able to tell what everyone is thinking or see everyone's future?
Ooh. See everyone's future.
Would you rather be an infamous villain or an unknown hero?
Unknown hero.
Would you rather be able to speak any language or be able to communicate with animals?
Communicate with animals.
Cool.
Would you rather be able to stop time or travel time?
Travel.
Would you rather live without music or live without movies?
Movies.
Would you rather go out solo or be the third wheel?
Solo, definitely.
Okay, would you rather marry the smartest person in the world or the hottest person in the world?
Smartest. Come on now. Everybody know that.
That's the end of this segment. Would you like to shout out your Instagram?
My Instagram is Flamingo, 2 A's, 2 O's with an underscore. Really follow Rose Gang Collectors on Instagram. We're up and moving. Just bought another wave of shirts. They'll be in tomorrow. So if you guys can leak that, perfect. If not, I'm gonna still sell the shirts because that's what I do.
It'll be down below.
Yep.
Would you want to shout out your Twitter?
Yeah, don't really post too much, but same thing as Instagram. Flamingo, 2 A's, 2 O's, and an underscore. It should say S Grant Holloway, because S is my real name, Stanley, but I don't go by that.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you stopping in and talking with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
Hurdles, and Holloway holds them off. It ain't about the time.
Keep fight,